Good morning, Mike. Thank you for coming. Please help yourself to breakfast anonymously sponsored. The Torah says, "Kamasei Eretz Mitzrayim asher yeshachtu," the deeds of Egypt that you live there, lo sas, don't do. Kamasei Eretz Canaan, and like the land of Canaan, asher nemevius, and I bring you there, lo sas, don't do those same two. In other words, the Torah signals out Egypt and Canaan. So who's worse, Egypt or Canaan? So the commentators argue who's worse, Canaan or Egypt. They're certainly both very terrible countries and terrible people and terrible practices, and we're not supposed to emulate any of them. So here's the situation. We end up out of Egypt. We spend a couple hundred years in Egypt. Terrible regime, terrible people, terrible culture. We go to Canaan. We find also terrible culture, terrible people. What's going on over here? So the answer is that life is full of challenges. God gives us challenges that we know we can overcome. And just as when we finish one challenge, we get another challenge. That's what the lesson of Mitzrayim and Canaan is all about. And our goal is to toil and to try to overcome these challenges. And success is not a status of greatness. Trying to succeed is where greatness is born. And Rabbi Yoshev, the story is told about him, a message to a young man that came to him. He said his entire life he's trying to do the right thing, but he seems to fail. He tries and tries. He wants to be a better person, but he most of the time doesn't really reach the goal. He said, on my tombstone, he says, it's going to say upon, here lies somebody who tried. That's what he was concerned about. So Yoshev said, if I passed by a cemetery and I saw such a tombstone, I'd pray by such a tombstone, that's really a righteous individual. Somebody, the Chafetz Chaim, says something very similar. It says, a male in Torah, you have to toil in Torah. It doesn't mean you have to be successful, but you have to toil, you have to give it all your effort. And I finish with the Kutzker Rebbe. He says that it says in Yeshaya, Limdo hate that, which means learn and do well. Rashi understands means learn to do good. The goal of a Jew is to learn, to strive, and to do good. And that's really even more important to become a great scholar, which is important, but the amelus, the toil, that's the lesson we learn from Mitzrayim and Canaan. Have a wonderful day.